Test, test. Alright. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the race of T5 tonight. Today we got Miami. And we have almost a full lobby today, so it's gonna be a fun race, I hope. Let's see what the drivers have practiced for this whole week. We should be on the way in 1 minute if everything goes out to plan. Should have everyone in the lobby. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Sorry, I just had to do a little something. We are starting right now. It's Miami for today. The championship standings are in order like this. Farfu is leading the championship by 28 points. Following him is Aiden with 29 points. Farfu has a back-to-back victory. Let's see if he can keep up that streak today in Miami. Then we've got Ghanaian with 27 points. We've got Sam for 25. And IGN Legend with 18 points. And following IGN Legend is Triad with 15 points. And then we've got MG Chris F1 with 12. HSR Grunty in 9th place in the standings with 8 points, and then Ik Verlies 8 points as well, so they are tied. But the championship leader, Farfo, today is in session as well, of course. Round 3. Everything is still on the table in championship standings. But it's already looking positive for Farfo in the championship standings. We have some people going out. Ultra Titan, for example, for Williams. Sorry, Alpine. F1 K-Pad. Raced him before. First man out. On softer scores. And tire temperatures are a real important factor after the patch. They will have a lot more effect when overheating. So it's gonna be more difficult to put a lap together. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun session, I suppose. As K-Pad is trying an interesting line there. Going through the chicane. You can cut a lot there, but it's real easy to invalidate your lap there, so the nerves are gonna be very, very high going through there. F1 K-Pad starting his lap here in Miami, the first one to cross the line and the first one to end his qualifying lap. Now, bringing at 100 meters, getting the apex very nicely. Remember this, you need to just set a lap and then build on from there, because it's so easy to invalidate here. Very fast section. Still hitting those apexes very nicely. And here you just need to get a bit of a feeling where to brake. And now maximize that exit through there. And now getting that long back straight where you can overtake pretty easily. Now stay a bit close to the wall to see your braking points. Bring at 100 meter. Now just staying close to the wall around here. Now the chicane. Caught a lot there. Very good chicane there. And now just taking that speed. Trying to have a nice minimum speed around that section. Now here is open. Going through the last corner. The exit's pretty difficult to nail. So gonna be locking up a bit. Still getting that apex very nicely. And that's a good first lap for build upon. And it's gonna be a 128.2 for F1 K-Pad, of course, first time. And then we got Artem with a 27.9. Laps are going through at the moment. We've got Jarvin here, sector 2. Going decent through the chicane, missing that apex a bit, but now going to the last corner, opening the DRS right now. Gonna be just setting a lap and then build upon there. Taking between the 150 and 100 and then getting on the pedal, and then Farfo with a 127.5. That's a very solid banker there, 4/10 of R10. Still the first lap though, so I'm excited to see what Farfo has more. Oh, R10 going a bit off there, but he is on. Yeah, Artem going for his inlet. I already thought if he's gonna go on the lap. Let's see who's still on the lap. AMG Chris. Getting through that chicane pretty nicely and has a really nice medium speed through there. Getting on the power as quickly as possible, maximizing your exit speed because it's really important here to get as much speed as possible here. AMG Chris braking, getting at the apex very nicely, using all the track on the exit, and now here for the finish line, and he spins. He spins on the last section of the track. That's gonna be hurtful. I'll make sure he is returning to track very safely. Wolf is still on the lap. And an apex pretty nicely through there. Bit of sliding there, but the end of the lap. So let's see what he can do at the top sheet, maybe. Braking getting that apex. Bit too much on the apex there, but just set a lap in and see where we go. Wolf crosses the line with a 128.7. That puts him on 9th place for now. Oh, Ultron Titan taking an interesting line through there. Interesting tactics on outlap. Let's see. Mr. Pigeon boarding his lap, it seems. Maybe he made a mistake somewhere. Artem going on his outlap, it seems. Make sure you get the tires up to temperature before starting the lap. It's really important, but not trying to overheat them at the same time. And yep. Martin now the last checks before his second run of the session. Getting as much speed on the exit, winding the exit there, winding the entry, sorry. And now crossing the line, and now on the second timed run. I'm braking at 100 meters. Ooh, getting a bit wide, locks up to the corner now. His apex is pretty good, but yeah, he lost a lot of time in the first corner. Maybe has that cost him a bit too much. Not the ideal line through there. Just get the feeling a bit right here. Now nails it and get as much speed on the exit as minimal steering. Now, well, he is 1.8 tenths down on his time, so this is gonna be a better lap. That's still in turn 1. There is much more to claim. Now breaking 100 meters. It's okay to lose the apex. Just get as much speed through here. It's really important. You can make a lot of time up. Nailing the chicane. Get as much speed through here. Getting close to the wall, minimizing the exit. 2.5 tenths down on his time. Let's see. Can he beat Farfo on his first run? Artem, the first one to cross the line with on the second run. Locks a bit up though, but it's still okay. And what can he do on the top sheet? Can he beat Farfo down? No, it's gonna be a 127.6. About a 10.5 down on Farfo. Farfo about to start his lap. Now can he beat his time? Now braking at 100 meters. He is the championship leader. He's been winning back to back this season. He was a bit too careful on the throttle there, but it's still okay. It is not another. We're getting a very nice flow through this section here. And now get the feeling right. Getting as much as speed from the exit. opening the DRS on this very long straight. Braking at about 100 meters here. Getting that apex very nicely. Keep it a third and higher, but Farfu spins on a tight section. I already wanted to say, keep it minimal third at least. Not spin out here because it's so easy to lose rear in this game. Yeah, third is already on the limits basically because it's so easy to lose the rear in third gear, especially in these slow sections. But for Farfu it doesn't really matter because he still tops the timesheet. But yeah, it's absolutely got it because he obviously wanted to go faster. But it's still safe. On RJ, who's now in second, beats Artem. RJ with a 1:27.6.00. It's gonna be a nice fight for pole, I think. We don't know what Farfu can do still. It's gonna be close. And Aiden going very slow through sector 2. He didn't really know what happened, but it looks like he maybe made a mistake. Here, AMG Chris going into the pits. And F1 Douwe! Yeah! F1 Douwe with a 1:27.2. That's gonna put Farfu a bit on pressure because he now needs to improve 3/10 in a bit of 5 minutes, a bit less. It's gonna be much less because the outlap. All the pressure on the next run for Farfu. Those were tightened on the lap. Now nearing the fast section here, but has probably aborted the lap. Sam 95.1 in Alfa Romeo going into the pits. Epic freestyle on the outlap, but he's starting his lap. He has a 1:29.9. It's not gonna be enough for top 10 if he goes okay. Oh, he locks up massively into turn 1. It's still okay because you got the entire track still to gain up some time. Don't try and be as wide as possible through there. And now pretty solid through this section. I just get the feeling right here and then get as much as speed on the exit. Epic freestyle now 3/10 down on his time is section 1. That's already a really great beginning of his lap. Now opening the DRS. Braking at 100 meters for the next turn. Using the track on the entry. And on the exit, stay as close as possible to the wall. Now the chicane braking a bit around the curb. You can cut a bit more there on the second turn of the chicane, but still holds it very nicely on the exit there. Now 5/6 down on his time. This is currently giving him still P14, but we got one more turn to go. Getting an apex nicely, just losing the track on the exit. And there's much speed down this straight. Staying close to the curve, staying close to the finish line to get as much time. And 1.2 seconds gain on this time, which puts him in P12 with 1:28.6. Yeah, it's really close in the, around the midfield, but spawns on his in-lap. That's a pretty interesting tactic. Farfu on his outlap, nearing the final corner to get one less chance basically on a full chance, I shall say. Warm up the tire gently, not want to have too much wear on it. Now maximizing exit speed to start his third a probably final lap of this qualifying session. Now we're gonna follow him through the entire lap, braking at 100 meters. Yellow is sector 1. Where is the yellow? No. Ferrari coming out of the pits. He's very aggressive on the throttle now. He's just laying the first turn. Now this is getting you in a good flow. Now getting as much speed through here. Ooh, being on the limit. A bit too much on the curb, but maximizing exit speed. Almost 3/10 down on his time. Dow is in real much trouble. If Dow pushed too far, maybe peaked too early. Let's see what Dow has at petrol still. Breaking 100 meters now. Acing that corner, staying close to wall, keeping him third. Only on the throttle. Now, ooh, nailing the chicane. Now, just bring as much as speed through there. A bit of correction through there. He is. I didn't saw it. No, he is up on his time though. Well, breaking, locking up, missing the apex a bit though. Maximizing exit speed, staying close to the curb. What's gonna be for far for 127.4? That's not gonna be enough for pole. But Farfus got beaten by Artem, 27.4. Farfus still gonna carry on with a lap, but with 14 ERS, that's gonna be a bit too low to finish a decent shot at pole. Now let's see, Dow was starting his lap in the LP, now breaking 100 meters. Can he extend his pole time maybe? As well, Dow now going through the first section. Getting the first apex very nice, just getting the first turn in very nice. To get a section to Ace's section now. He's a bit wide through there, but it's okay. He's 1/10 up on his time. Sorry, he's 1/10 up on his time, and it's most likely gonna be a new pole time. And now breaking 100 meters, touching the apex, staying in third gear, fourth, short shifting up to fourth even. Now in second gear. Losing the rear bit on turn in. Not the cleanest of sections for him right there. Yeah, he's 6/10 down on his time. It's gonna be not a new pole time for F1 Douwe. Let's see. Aiden aboard his lap. K-Pot still aboard his lap. MRT Borja about 2/10 up on his time. Let's see where I could bring him. Could bring him up to P7, BRT Wolf, beat Borja, P8, 28.1 for Wolf. Now MRT Borja, oh, spins on the last corner. That's not gonna leave a good mark for him for the race. And now taking an interesting line through there. Taking a real interesting line, okay. And he is the only one still on his lap, but yeah, he already spun getting into the pit, and that brings an end to the short qualifying session from round 3 today. Got F1 Douwe on pole with a 127.2, beating second place by 2/10. Yeah, that's a bit of a difference, and then yeah, unlucky for Farfu. But the points are divided after the race, not after the qualifying session. It's gonna be a lot to fight for everyone in this race. So let's sum up this short qualifying session for round 3. We've got F1 Douwe on pole with 127.8. 2 tenths behind that is Artem. Following Artem is Farfu. Championship leader. Back-to-back victories. Let's see if he can fulfill that, continue that streak. And we've got Hair J with a 127.6 in 4th place. In 5th place, sorry, AMG Chris F 127.6 mid. We've got on 6th place Aiden 27.7 in 7th. F1 K-Pad with it 127.9. Wolf 28.1. 9th place Borja with 28.81. And that really sums up our top 9. Couldn't see the top 10 entirely, sorry. All to play for this race. It's gonna be a long one, and alright, so we're just waiting for the players to get ready for the race, where they practice for this entire week. Racing on Miami, pretty fun. It always gives us a fun race. A lot of overtaking opportunities with DRS. You need to be careful to not miss your braking points and not take the entire field out. Especially in turn 11 with the long straight opening DRS early and get high top speed into turn 11. Overtaking pretty easy right there. Track is pretty wide. It's gives a lot of room for side by side racing, and yeah, you kind of need to get the overtake done into turn 11 already, because overtaking in the tight section with turn 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16, that's gonna be pretty hard to go side by side there, especially through turn 15, 14, the chicane. But you got other overtaking opportunities as well, especially in the last corner, turn 17. Long straight, so long slipstream as well. Yeah, braking a bit after 150. 130 is ideal braking point. Easy to miss your braking points. And yeah, you've got the main straight with the DRS detection as well. So there could be a lot of action, but it's more or less on the DRS straight where the action will happen, because it's pretty difficult to go side by side through else, but you can go for movement turn 7 as well, the long left-hander into the long straight. Yes, we're waiting for everyone to get ready for Rumble. 2 minutes, we're gonna start the race on the grid. Let's see. Alright, this is the... One minute till all the drivers on the grid ready up for the race. PSGL, we've seen some races where they skip the formation lap. I don't know if I forgot if that's the same for WOR. Haven't raced this season, so yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting which strategy players will choose. Most likely we're gonna see medium as starting tire for the top 10. I believe maybe the back runners of the field will go for an alternate strategy to make up some places. So it's gonna be interesting to see the tire choices for everyone. And we're gonna see that in about now. Wait. Let's Alright, so it's 5 lights immediately. And we're on the way. F1 Dow gets a real initial start, but it's ghosting. And also, Mr. PG and Much got a drive-through penalty. But Farfu and Artem going side by side for the first corner. A lot of action right now going on. Farfu beats Artem to turn 1, and F1 Dow got away nicely. 6/10 is the gap already. It's gonna be brought down by Farfu as well. Let's see the tire choice of everyone. Tire. We've got F1 Dow with a first place runner on hard, following very closely now. Just trying to get side by side through the long straight into turn 11. Obviously using a lot of ERS now. Farfu trying to get it on the outside. F1 Dow now defending the inside. Oh, it goes a bit wide. That leaves room for Farfu to go through. Farfu moves up to first place after solid third. And F1 Dow, oh, this is Farfu. Farfu leads the pack for 10th, but didn't get the best of exit. F1 Dow now getting but using that ERS. The BRT Wolf closing on F1 Dow with 4/10. And F1 Dow is just backing off. Farfu leads the way into lap 2. Sorry, my bad. And we got a spun by Wolf. And going immediately in the pit as well as Mr. PG and Much, who's got a drive through, so serving that immediately is smart. F1 Dow will leave the session. I don't know if that's a problem or not. Yeah, he's dropping down the order pretty fast right now because his AI is not very fast. Because it's we've got a spun again. Hey Jay, the Ferrari spinning it into turn 7. Oh, dropping it back all the way to 13th place. It's gonna be a hard one to swallow through. Let's get back to the tire choice. The Farfu leading by 2 seconds already on the hard tires. AMG Chris following that in second place with medium. F1 Dow on hard. Looks like, oh, he's still in the eye mode. I feel so gutted for him. F1 Dow has joined back, so he will be turning as well. And Trier ghosting through him now in 5th place. But yeah, the tire choices from 3rd to 14th, everyone has chosen hard. And then 14, 16, 17, Mr. PG and Much, Beauty Wolf and Jarvinen on the medium tires, all pitted. It seems like, and Artem and Hazy Grunty fighting a bit. Ooh, touching there. Artem and Epic Freestyler having a bit of contact through there. Yeah, let's see. F1 Dow really struggling on those hard tires right now. Tire temps do kicking in, so tire management is key right here. Farfu seems like it has it all under control still. Just driving gently, just treating those hard tires gently to go as long as possible. Switch to medium, so I suppose everyone who is still on their strategy goes for a 1 stop of medium. Maybe there are some alternate runners. Maybe soft breaking it down there, maybe just missing the corner a bit, but it's really easy to correct that because we got so much on entry. so much track to use on entry. So yeah, just getting those laps down lap by lap. And now last session, I don't know what happened with him, but he turned back. We've got Trier dropping down the order. Oh, and spun through turn 16 on the exit, I suppose, or maybe some action. Now we've got Epic Freestyler overtaking MRG Boa, but he answers back. Oh, Epic Freestyler with the epic late breaker, and Artem can follow through. Artem overtook his teammate MRG Boa. Maybe they work together. I don't know. Oh, but it's a huge strain, and Epic Freestyler missing his breaker point by miles that leaves Artem space to go through. Now Epic Freestyler dropping the order now into 10th place. Herjay now overtaken 9th place. BT Wolf setting a fastest lap 131.0. Now we've got F1 Caper going a bit wide through there. He's Artem space to overtake her now. Here has ladled, and it's gonna be a very easy pass. The overspeed is immense. Oh no, it's no here. Okay. Weird. No. Artem leading a train with F1 K-Pet and Herjay, and here's HRS Grunty in the early stage of the race, picking up a 3-second time penalty with multiple warnings. That's not gonna do him very solid. Now trailing Epic Freestyler by 7 tenths. Just sitting back from the action, managing his tires. There's a lot of fighting going on. Ooh, oh no! Herjay and Epic. Herjay loses control of his car, and Epic has to suffer the consequences of those actions from Herjay. And Epic Freestyler now getting into the pits, switching to medium tires. Yep, and new something of course. It's gonna be hard to swallow as well. Early stage of the race, everything can happen. Farfuk still leads comfortably with 1.7 seconds left to in the mediums. So Farfuk managing those hard spins very well. MG Chris followed by Aiden on 4/10. Maybe they're gonna be working together on the DRS train. That's the most smartest thing is to do in this situation to get any closer by Farfuk. Farfuk on our pace. Fast man on track at the moment. BT Wolf is BT Wolf fast man on track at the moment. Farfuk the fastest man on track hearts. We've got Epic Freestyler just sitting behind his teammate Jarvan, and Rebel not having the best of so far. It's gonna be a sad round for them, it looks like. But just sit out and wait for something to happen, maybe in the end stage of the race. Aiden still trailing Chris by 5/10. Chris closing in on Farfuk though with 3/10. Epic Freestyle is in the pit once again, pitting too hard. Maybe this was really smart move till the end of the race, because now he doesn't need to make a stop anymore, and that's gonna be maybe crucial for the end of the race for a late safety car or something. This is the only way possible for him to have a shot at top 10. Yeah, you're gonna be really gentle on these tires in the beginning of your outlet because the tires are really cold, and now not having the best of outlaps so far, losing the control of the car in sector 1 and touching the barricade with your rear of the car. And he retired on track. This could bring out a safety car already. It's a double yellow, sector 1 and 2. Powerful now already closing in on the yellow. And Epic Freestyle didn't say any more sense to race. Yeah, he was not from behind, not far from lapping Epic Freestyler, who retired. Aiden overtook Chris meanwhile, and now let's see what Aiden's pace is so far. Turning up to Farful, having a very nice sector through there. Maximizing, sorry, the exit speed. 1.3 is kept to Farful, closing in. AMG Chris still in the DRS range, but needs to, no, doesn't need to. Yeah, he doesn't have to let his guard down because he will drop out of DRS later because the hard tires will be the best tire in the bit. 3 laps, so MG Chris on 20% ERS, Aiden on 24, so they're equal. So Farful really managing his race at the moment with more than half of his ERS still in the battery. There's some action with Spirit and F1 Douwe really dropping back in the pack. Spirit staying a bit on the wide line, going almost over it. And Spirit already put F1 K-Pad, oh sorry, it's K-Pad, sorry my bad, F1 K-Pad out of it, DRS, sorry. So yeah, on his way to Porsche. Porsche has a train, 2 men behind it, in front of him. Well, 3. Fighting for 7th place currently, Gamerman Steph, HSR, Grumpy and HRJ. Fighting for 7th place at the moment. Borja. Trailing them with 1.7 seconds. And then behind that we've got Treya closing in very quickly with 2.7 seconds. And yeah, Farful just increasing his gap a lot. 2 seconds and F1 Douwe sitting in third place with 3.8 to the leader of the race. Sorry to Aiden. Ultra Titan, 2 seconds behind F1 Douwe. Yeah, the pack is a bit settled now. Only these fighting for 7th place. Now getting the DRS train, nearing AMG Chris, who dropped down. And BRT Wolf picking up a 3 second time penalty. Not gonna do him any good on the end of the race, because it will add up 3 seconds to your time. And meanwhile, HSR Grumpy making a move on Gamer Steph into turn 11. So it's a really tight pack at the moment. Train, sorry. Just pulling in the DRS train, gaining as much time as possible to the man running up in front. Grumpy flashing already, he's on 5% ERS. Ooh, Gamer Steph making the move, real late braking by Steph, which makes him lose 8th position to Herjay. Herjay coming through very gently through there. Now lost a bit of time to Grunty, so you really gonna need to make up some ground to him to maximize his slipstream. And Trier, meanwhile, making the move on Gamer Staff. Gamer Staff really dropping down to the pack. Now that one mistake costing a lot. It works out for not having the best of lines through here through the fast section. Yeah, really not having the best of lines. He's just out of his rhythm at the moment. Same for karting there. Look, he's 4.8 seconds up on his personal best for 6-1 alone. He is not having the best of laps. Is that one? I think maybe he has any damage. Is that one mistake? Later on the steer through there, maybe just missing that turn-in point. Yeah, really out of his rhythm right now. It's really hard to keep turn back into the rhythm. Same for karting. Yeah, you just don't need to make a mistake. If you make one, you will maybe lose the position. That's so close. Meanwhile, Trier having a steady pace through the race so far on his hearts. Making a good comeback race. Spun obviously to turn 16. Now just almost in the DRS of Borja. 1.2 seconds is the gap right now. Borja sitting in the DRS of Herjay and Grunty. Grunty doing his best to keep Herjay out of his DRS and almost succeeds. He's needing to have a better section than Herjay. Yeah, Herjay through the section. Ooh, touching the yellow barrier now. Not having the best of exits. Herjay could maybe go for a move up to turn 11. He's got the ERS difference, but he's not using any. That's a smart move. Maybe just using something in the end of the race. Grunty flashing his lap. Herjay just backing off and just searching for the right time to basically attack Grunty. Real beauty wall. Just yeah, let's go for maybe spun. You see Herjay still being smart and just wait, be patient. Your opportunity will come, but still having some corrections here and there. I'm not gonna do good for the tires with having a steady pace. Defense. Meanwhile, Farfu is just increasing his lead by. Got a yellow again. Sector 2 and 3. Gonna be Wolf. Yeah, really struggling on the tires. Wolf not having the best of races. Second time penalty. And training last by 12 seconds to 15th place. Yeah, Wolf not having a very great run through here this race. Yeah, going into the pits. And yeah, retiring, that's the smartest move to do if you not having any more fun racing. Meanwhile, Grunty still fighting Herjay and Borja, and Trier has joined the train. Now losing a lot of time obviously against Borja, to his personal best. Want to overtake Borja as soon as possible to maybe have a move up to 7th place, and Herjay meanwhile makes a move up to 7th place, overtaking Grunty, who is maybe switching back, and now having the DRS on the main straight. And going around the outside though, and the Ferrari and the Mercedes also wheel-to-wheel racing, and then the Mercedes and Ferrari still side by side through here. Gonna maybe leave a to Borja to break through. Maybe and Herjay just completes standing ground and completes the overtake on Granty with 6th place. Into 6th place. Oh, Borja spun around into turn 10. Sorry, yeah, it's turn 7. Sorry. Yeah, Gamer Steph overtaking Borja. Where I do have the DRS though, but it's gonna be 5/10. And it's not using any ERS, just recover from the mistake you made. Get back into your rhythm. Meanwhile, Granty fell out of the DRS of Herjay. Oh, Herjay's in the wall! Herjay's in the wall! Oh no! And that's a virtual safety car. Gamer Steph gets a 3-second time penalty. That brings out a virtual safety car. Herjay in the wall. Trill fell back to 10th place. Borja now into 9th place. Gamer Steph 8th. And Aiden gonna pit. Smart move to do. Onto mediums, the most reasonable tire to go in this stage. And Farfu didn't pit, Evan Bauer didn't pit, Ultra Titan didn't pit, Artem didn't pit, Aiden pit. Granty hadn't pit. Herjay is pitting on this lap. What move to do? Trick pitting in this lap. Borja pitting as well. Trit changing his wing. This has to he picked up some damage. Trit going on the mediums. Every pitter from the hard goes on to mediums. Smart moves to do. It's like such wouldn't held up to the end. 50 laps to go. What to play for still? RJ picks up a 3-second time penalty on the virtual safety car. Sorry, no more. My bad. RJ picks up a 3-second time penalty. Now trailing 11th place Sam, 95 of 1. 11.2 seconds. On fresher tires though. Currently Aiden is the first. Is the Nappy one of the pit. He's sorry, Nappy 2. Marvel could pit right now. And still has a Nappy 1. And we've got Garvin and is really struggling and really struggling, and oh, in the one that could bring out a safety car. This could be very crucial for Farfel. Maybe already. Yeah, and that's a safety car. This is gonna be a real perfect for Farfel. This is a perfect scenario for him. He could, yeah, he could hold up to the first place, and then he could have one lap of pressure tires. And Aiden, his main rival for this race at the moment. Farfu having one of the perfect scenarios in this situation, with Jarvinen retiring while crashing into the wall on turn 16. Yeah, and of course Farfu's gonna pit. Most likely to the medium tires. Just don't get a 5-second penalty. Just do cautiously. Get the turn in. Nice. Perfect purple. Hopefully. And yeah, everyone gonna pit. Everyone down. Still gonna pit. And Farfu go up to medium tires. Everyone down. Goes up to Inters. That's a real interesting choice by Evan Douwe. Just pitting on Inters. That's a interesting tactics for him. Ferrari not bidding it on the strategies this race, and staying out on medium, pitting for mediums. Granty staying out maybe for track position. I don't know if that's gonna be a very smart move to do, especially she'll drop even down more pitting lap after because everyone is close to each other. You would lose a very lose a lot of time. Everyone pitting, of course. Sam for inters, but I mean, gamer staff for inters. Sam for inters. I know this is glitching for me, but interesting tactics in tier 5 tonight. We've got Borja on push mediums. He pitted in the virtual safety car, and Jarvan crashed a lap or two later. Got Pigeon Munch in an alternate strategy, going on soft. He's gonna be really struggling in the end of the race, and HairJ going for soft as well. But he has that 3-second time penalty, so this is gonna be a pretty. He needs to make up a lot of time to finish in the top 10. He will be struggling in the end of the race, so that might not be very ideal. I don't know if this is glitching for me. Oh, I don't know if this is glitching for me, but now on the inters, I don't know. It can be. Okay. It's like it's glitching. It's glitching. All right. We've got Grunty and Artem going into the pit. Artem going into the pit. Not sure why. Maybe he has to change his front wing. And Grunty going into the pits for softs. Wise choice to pit. Could not be any more later. Trier pitting as well. Trier pitting as well. Oh, I see some rain incoming. I see some rain incoming, and didn't knew the forecast for today's race, but this is not a glitch, it's real. Van Douwen might just pull out some total masterclass this race. Farva might have to pit this lap because I see some raindrops falling down out of the sky. Van Douwen pulling out some masterclass. Save for gamer Steph. Those two are gonna be running P2. If the slick tire runners gonna pit right now, they're gonna run P2. Sam's gonna go to P3. Artem P4. Trier P5. F1 Cape at P6, and HairJ would be P7. This could be a real masterclass for everyone in the field, but it's gonna be a race to the clock for Trier to come out in P5. Careful. It's gonna be all down to Careful, but it would be a wise choice to go pit. Maybe it's gonna stay out dry at the end of the race. We don't know. I don't know the forecast. Let's see. Careful, Aiden. What are they gonna choose? Farfu staying out, Aiden staying out, Ultra Titan, everyone down with pitting again. Ultra Titan staying out, Slick Tires staying out, everyone down. Pitting for new inters. Game Steph staying out on those inters. It's a real dry track still, so they really need to go gently on those tires for the intermediate runners. We're running a P9, Artem P8, a P7. This could really change the game up a bit. Farfood just really. Oh my god. Yeah, Farfood just gonna be up to him. It's gonna be a difficult choice because it's right on the crossover point. A bit before maybe, so it's a bit unpredictable. The track looks wet enough for inters. Yeah, could be safety car coming in this lap. Safety car drove enough of laps to come in. Track is basically clear of any incidents, carbon or something else. So we've got 11 laps remaining into this race. Track looks wet. German staff running a net P1. Running P1 of the intermediate runners. Safety car coming in. Farku really has to be wise here. Is he gonna pit this lap or is he gonna stay out? Hopefully the track will dry up in the end. But that will cost him too much time. What's he gonna do? Here's the pack. 14 men left in this race. Powerful. Gonna be up to him. Is he gonna go into the pits? He's not gonna go into the pits. Aiden is gonna go into pits. Farfel or not. This may be a smart move by Aiden. It may be a flop by Farfel. It's gonna be a real interesting race. He is braking at 100 meters, but it's not wise to do in these conditions on slick tires, especially. Track is very wet for slick tires. Gamer Steph running into P1 at the moment. Stan really struggling on those intermediates, dropping down 3 seconds to Aiden as well. I mean to Gamer Steph. Artem 3/10 behind Sam. Let's see how Farfu is doing. We got a yellow in sector 1 and we've got a F1 downward going very slow through sector 1. RJ as well. And Aiden now, yeah. Maybe a smart move to do. Yeah, Farfu spun! Farfu spun! This is a pretty dangerous turning to track move, not gonna lie. But yeah, the slick tires ain't doing no good and it looks like his winning streak back to back is falling apart. Gamer Steph leading the race by 1.8 seconds. 1.9 is really changing up a lot. Pigeon, 3-second time penalty. Track limits, for track limits. Your top 3 at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. Gamer Steph, Artem, and Sam. Artem and Sam fighting hard for P2 here. Artem holds position and we're following the 6/10. And now Artem sets his hunt to P1. Gamer Steph locking up a lot. Just figure out your perfect braking point in these conditions. It will switch up a lot. Definitely if it's gonna be raining more. Tripped in the barriers, retiring, and this could save Farfu big time. This is saving Farfu big time. Another safety car, or virtual safety car, maybe. Sorry, safety car. Tripped opening the race up again for Farfu. Now 13 men remain into this race. We're pinning it into the exit of the exit of turn 3, straight into the wall. Now safety car conditions once again. Lap 20 with a second safety car of the race. In mid stages, 2 safety cars has brought out. Yeah, Gamer Steph pitting once again. He has a time penalty though, so it's gonna be really hard to make up that much time to hold the position. Now just pitting for new intermediates. Smart move too, because he had to drive in dry conditions on those intermediates. Artem now in first place with 4 laps of medium, so he is right now in first place and could end up in first place likely if he just finishes this race and is just keeping his head cool. Sam now running into P2. It is all to play for. And it's Sam made up 8 positions in this race, pitching 9 positions, Granting 9 positions, and Gamer Steph 7 positions. The winners the winners of this race so far, and Farfel dropped back 10 places after miscalculation, went to pit for intermediates. He went too late, but now is saved by another safety car because Streert lost the rear, I suppose. I don't know what happened. On the exit of turn 3, went into the wall, and another safety car has brought out. Broke his suspension, and yeah, safety car. We've got Herté and Farfel still trailing behind the field with 17 seconds to open time. It's going to be less in a matter of time. MG Chris holding his position very nicely. Up and down, losing 5 positions. Aiden lost 1 position, so still all to play for everyone. And F1 Down retiring from the session. I don't know what really happened there. Spun into the mud because I see some debris flying around to the sky. F1 Dow retiring. That could bring out the safety car for 1 more lap extra maybe. Now I've got only 12 men still racing for points. We are nearing the ending stages of the race, and I do not have COVID, lazy running, by the way. Penalties now made up 10 places. Aiden still holds his qualifying position very nicely. Boya still as well. Yeah, here we go, Gamer Steph. The man who was running the intermediate pack. He was running in front of the intermediate pack, but had to pit. Well, not had to pit, but it was a smart choice to do. He drove some laps on dry track, so yeah, more wear, of course, a lot of wear, overheating. The intermediates, it was almost slicks. So yeah, safety car will come into the pits once again this lap for the 2nd time of this race. Artem controlling the pack. The pit limiter on, I suppose, and Artem just heating up the tires, having some last prep to, I suppose, end this race on those tires. Something has to happen. Something good has to happen to turn this race around for him. Now, starting the race, Sam hot napping probably because Artem with a real nice gap to Sam already. 6/10. He got immediate action. Pitch and overtaking K-Pod, sorry. And yeah, I've got some action in front. AMG Chris and Aiden fighting. Aiden overtook AMG Chris. AMG Chris lost 1 position too. Oh! Aiden struggles to control his car in these conditions. These are real difficult conditions. Proven by the drivers. So he's got a McLaren and Mercedes sliding in front into turn 7. Onto the long straight, you gotta have a real nice speed, especially in this condition, but just control your throttle all the time. Brake pedal, of course. Oh, Seb trailing by 5/10. for Artem. We've got some more action. Grunty overtaking Chris into turn 11. And Aiden side by side with AMG Chris through the chicane section, and Chris chooses the wise option and backs out. Oh, we've got some sparks flying around, and Chris really struggling to control his rear, but made a wise choice to back out of that fight with Aiden. Aiden now fighting on with Grunty, and now we've got Pigeon overtaking Sam into turn 17. Late braking, sparks coming up from Artem. Pigeon now sets up his hump for Artem. 8 tenths is the gap. 51 ERS still. Now Artem basically used none of his ERS, still 90%, so he has the defense material needed. An F1 K-pad overtaking Grunty into sector 1. Grunty, K-pad holding his position, and these are gonna be real fun conditions, and K-pad not having the best of lines through section 1. Sector 1, and now down the inside Grunty goes on K-pad making the move. Borja picking up a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings, and Aiden overtaking K-pad as well, because K-pad and Grunty side by side through turn 7. Crucial corner. Grunty going very wide, almost over braking himself into turn 11, and now the Haas just trailing Grunty, and Chris picks up a 3-second time penalty. Let's just sum up every penalty various. We got Mr. Pigeon in second place, currently net P3 because of his 3-second time penalty. Meanwhile, Aiden moves up a place and making the move down the inside on Grunty, but Grunty fights back. Is not made of sugar and still of P4. And Aiden with late braking, diving down the inside, trying to move, but Grunty still holds his position. And there's a lot of fighting going on now into for P4. Now Grunty has a little bit of room of breathing, not having the best of lines through there. The rhythm is off for drivers in these conditions. Aiden really putting up the pressure on Grunty, and Grunty proving that he struggles with that. And now Aiden is maybe just sparing some ERS, now taking different lines to get more, to save the tire temperatures basically. And let's sum up the penalties real quick. We've got Miss Pigeon in second place, net P3, 3-second time penalty. And we've got Grunty fighting Aiden currently for P4, but yet this fighting is not gonna do him any good. Maybe you can get the penalty removed at the end of this race. And we've got Gamer Steph in 7th place with a 3-second time penalty. Trailed by Hair J in 8th place with a 6-second time penalty. And we've got AMG Chris at 1 with a 3-second time penalty. In 10th place and in 11th we've got Aboria with a 3-second time penalty. But those are the men to watch at the moment. Fighting for P4, Grunty and Aiden. And we've got a bit more action. Gamer Steph. But cracking a bit on the pressure, I suppose, by Gamer Steph. RJ trailing as well. But Gamer Steph really up on K-pop. Not having the best of flow through there. I think there's a much speed. Oh, going wide and a 3-second time penalty. Gamer Steph once again, and gets attacked by Hairjay in the meanwhile, so not getting the best race. We got a yellow for Ultra Titan, and let's see what happened there. spun off or maybe hit a wall, I don't know. But next up, turn 3. Same corner where True gone off, and we got some ultimate racing here. Farful in 9th place, having the ultimate of few of gamer Steph and Herjay. Free wide through the chicane. But backs off. That's a really smart move to do there, because he's got something to lose. He just needs to drive calmly and just do damage limitation for this race. Game Steph and Herjay really up on each other right now. And F1 K-Pad just enjoying it, because yeah, the gap's already getting bigger right now. 2 behind K-Pad. And yeah, Herjay and Steph hiding each other. And then we got Farful behind that. It just needs to play it very soft. Very calmly and smart. Just wait for the exact moment. Just strike. Stirring up that energy. The rest of the car. Let's see. Herjay really closing up on K-Pad right now. And Herjay picking up a 3-second time penalty once again. And K-Pad going a bit wide as well. And Farful gonna make up a lot of places. Or gonna make up 2 places. He's now in the net P7 in this race, because he will enjoy the consequences of the penalties the man got ahead of him. And Mr. Pigeon and Sam going off on each other into the tie section. Sorry. Into turn 16, setting up an ultimate exit to attack Sam into turn 17. No DRS. Sam is flashing on 20% DRS. Pigeon has 14%. He is gonna go for a move round the outside. Sam defending the inside, giving enough space to each other. Pigeon, not enough. Sam defends his car in the perfect place, so Pigeon can overtake Sam. See, Aiden still trailing Grunty. He needs to just be calm, because Grunty will suffer consequences of his time penalty. K-Pad going a bit wider, losing a lot of time to Herjay. Farful really up on gamer Steph. Ultra Titan in last place. Yeah, with a 49-second gap. Yeah, and wide, blocking up a lot. And Farful just the leader in the standings at the moment. Sam Pigeon is still going off on each other. They got 2 more laps to go. I mean, 1 more lap to go after this one. Artem really on his way to his first victory of the season and the first man to break Farful his winning streak back to back. And it's still the early stage of the season, so he puts himself back into the championship fight. And just don't pick up any time penalties and you'll be good. Aiden really trailing Grunty, but is not needing to pass. Oh, Grunty misses the corner, outbrakes himself. Aiden will enjoy that and just moves on through. And now Grunty has to hunt on Aiden, but I don't know if that's a smart thing to do, because he will lose only much more time and maybe lose position to F1 K-Pad if he doesn't manage to maybe lose that time penalty. And we've got Artem leading the pack into the last race. Last lap of the season. And yeah, Aiden in the P4, he's currently P2 in the standings, so Farful will will have less damage limitation, and he will need less damage limitation than he actually did. Aiden trailing in 4th place. Herjay moving up a position to P6 and has that nice second time penalty. Farfu now moves up a place to P8. Now he can attack K-Pod, which is really weird. I don't know what really happened. He just lagged down the order. Pretty weird. And now Farfu is in an ultimate position to finish P6, only 2 places behind his championship rival. Meanwhile, Artem finishes the race in Miami. And Sam into P2. Pigeon P3. And Grant P5. Aiden P4. Herjay P6. But will be overtaken by Farfu because of time penalties and gamer. Okay. F1 K-Pad P7. AMG Chris P8. Gamer Steph in P9. In P10 Herjay. That will sum up our point scores from today. And now we've got a P11 Boria and then a P12 Ultimate Titan, who hasn't really got the best of races today. But Artem wins the race in Miami in really difficult conditions. Big ups to him, staying calm in those conditions, not making a mistake, not getting any time penalty, and gets his first win of the season, and will really do that. And that will really hit on the leaderboards. And Farfu running in 1st place on dry conditions, but didn't calculate the crossover. Crossover really perfect. Our podium for today, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Artem P1, P2, Sam and P3. That's Pigeon. He'll be proud to lift the trophy up for the first time in WOR in season 13. Difficult conditions, and yeah, it's unlucky to the drivers of DNFs. It was once again really difficult conditions. Our race results for today: we've got Artem P1, P2 Sam. And we've got P3 Mr. Pigeon Munch, P4 Aiden. Trailing Aiden is HSR Granty, and then the championship leader Farfu, who only lost few points to his championship rivals. In P7 we've got F1 K-Pod, and in P8 we've got AMG Chris F1, and we've got in P9 the Dutchman Gamer Steph. P10 Herjay, our point scorers for today. And we've got a P11 Mr. Boya, and then P12 Ultra Titan. Those were the finishes of today. And then we've got the retirements of today. We've got 4 retirements: F1 Douwe, Omnius 5, sorry, F1 Douwe, Triad and Jarvan and BRT Wolf. Epic Freestyler. Those are your race results of round 3. And we'll gladly see you back next week. Next week we've got for round 4 Australia, new track, new designs, laser track, laser. It was lasered, and gonna be a fun track, hard to overtake. Tire wear will be crucial. Tire temps as well, high speed. We will be watching the drivers put on a show again, where they practice for 7 days, I hope. With round 3, thanks for watching.